I am so excited to introduce you to yet another basic appetizer piece. These party dippers are really great because you can use them just about all the time. It's a very simple recipe that uses the rice and the tofu and the walnuts, but you can use it with a gazillion different types of sauces. So I'm going to be using mine on a little party, and we're going to be having like a peanut sauce. But you could use it for Cinco de Mayo, and you could do it with you could do it with a mango salsa, or you could put it in with kind of like fake meatballs in an Italian dish. So that's what's really great about this, and it's very simple. So let's get started. A bowl, a food processor, measuring spoons, measuring cups, a pan, and then this is one of those silicone sheet things. You can use this, or you can use parchment paper, or if you don't have either one of them, you can just lightly oil the sheet, but this keeps you from any oil at all. Also, you will need a spatula. I use gloves to do this. You'll see how I do it, but there you have it. Rice, tofu, walnuts, liquid aminos or tamari, flax meal. I've already made the rice, and that's half a cup of rice to 1 cup of water. And I'm just going to pour my walnuts in here, and then I'm going to lightly grind them up because I want them pretty fine, but I don't want them turning into butter, so I need to pulse. Of course, the first thing you do is turn on the oven. Oh baby, you know I love it when you get so hot, like 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, it is Valentine's Day, you know. And for those of you who can't make that work, there's always the buttons. So these are pretty fine, but there still is a little bit of, you see at the bottom, a little bit of bigger nuts. So you don't want these totally fine, but you want them pretty small so that you get the flavor of the nuts, but you're not really crunchy biting into something. Of course, you may actually want that for your recipe, but I don't want it for mine. Now, mash that tofu. You could do this with your immersion blender, but it kind of gets really icky. Alright, now I'm going to add my cup of rice and my breadcrumb flax meal concoction. That's liquid aminos, but you could use tamari. And here are my walnuts. Now my hands are really clean, okay? They're really clean. And I'm just gonna mash this stuff up. Okay, so here you see how much I've mashed this. It still has some texture. You see there's still some rice and some texture. Now, whenever I do something globby like this, I always wear gloves. That way if the phone rings, I can go pick it up. The other thing is that keeps your hands, it actually helps this not get all the oils out of your hands, so that's kind of cool. So here we go. Now I'm going to make these kind of small because we're actually going to use them with toothpicks, and we're going to be dipping them in some sauces. Let's say we're going to use these for meatballs. You'd probably want to make them a little bit bigger, and that's okay. See, I'm making them so that they can fit in the palm of my hand. And they're going to be right there. And they don't take that long to cook. You can make them out of different grains if you want. I like making mine out of rice, but if you like to make yours out of barley or kamut and you don't have a problem with gluten, great, then make it out of that. For those of you who are gluten-free, rice is going to work for you. Quinoa is a little small for my taste, but it may be okay for your taste or exactly whatever you're doing. And again, these don't have a lot of flavor in and of themselves because they are tofu. And it's the sauce that I'm looking for to give them a whole lot of flavor. With this, I'm looking for a nice little crunchy, but not Incredi-Crunch texture. So now I'm ready to put them in, and I'm going to put them in for 10 minutes, check them, probably just kind of turn them all so that they heat up, they get a little brown on, you know, another side, and then it'll be another 10 minutes after that. So I'm going to have one of these now with the sauce that I'm going to create, but because I'm going to make that tomorrow. But with just a little bit of liquid aminos. Oh, it's yummy. Now I'm going to be making a spicy peanut sauce. Oh, that's nice. It's just nice little light, a little crunchy on the outside. This is yummy. Those recipes will be in the cookbook that's coming out later this year. If you want to pre-order it, contact me. I'm going to be making some other sauces for that and stuff. But these are just, these are yummy. If you have extra, just wrap them up, stick them in the freezer, and they'll last for at least 6 months. So if you're a single person, you can just put them in a bag, you know, one single serving. Or let's say you're going to be doing, you do a whole bunch at one point and you got a big family, you can divide them up for dinners. Or you can even put them in like little bags so the kids can come in and they can put them in the glass bowl, put them in the microwave, or put them in your toaster oven and they can heat them up like that. But these are good.